wrong review. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Jesse Hecht Creative. Today we're critiquing two critics, Statler and Waldorf, as well as their theater balcony box and chairs from Diamond Select and the Muppets. Before we begin, leave a like, hit subscribe, and comment below your favorite figure in this review. It really helps out the channel. Now let's get to it. Here is the box for the Diamond Select Toys, Disney, the Muppets, Statler, and Waldorf action figures with accessories looking great over here. I love these two. And on the top we have the eyes of the Muppets over here. On the bottom we have legalese over here. And on the sides we have more Muppets and more names galore. And on the back, we have Muppets I'm already reviewing, Muppets I have already reviewed, and Muppets I haven't reviewed, as well as more legalese stuff down here. Now let's check out Statler and Waldorf. Statler's head looks really nice. It's very accurate to the source material, and I love the hook nose, as well as the big butt chin, as well as the butt forehead. It's pretty funny. The eyes are also really close to the nose, looking really great, and his eyebrows look like an eagle. That's pretty fun and really cool. And I just love how old school he looks with this cool hairstyle in the back. It's pretty fun, honestly. He's balding a lot, but this is an awesome head sculpt. I love this just excellently. And for articulation, we do get a swivel here, at least, going all the way around as well, with a little bit of up and down and a little bit of pivot over here. Great head sculpt, I love it. Statler's body looks really well done, and the proportions are excellent for this. He's got a little bit of a hunch over here, as well as a pot belly over there. And the inside looks nice too. He's got a vest, a tie, a coat, buttons everywhere. It's so well done. And the paint is great too, all around on the arms, on the jacket. It's great pinstripe, and in most places it looks pretty good, honestly. And the hands are those cute little three-fingered Muppet hands. You'll love to see it. And for articulation, he can swivel left and right, back and forth, pretty much side to side, all the way around on this joint on the body. It's really nice. And he does have arms that can go up this far and then down and all the way around, pretty much, with the single hinge elbow going left and right, and then hinging up and down over here with a swivel, then a hinge of the hand. And the same on the other side, but mirrored. And the legs look pretty nice as well. The joints are that weird kind of Diamond Select Muppet thing they got going on. The pinstripes look nice too, and the cuffs for the pants look really good also. And the shoes are pretty good too. They are tied, which is really nice for that as far as the sculpting goes, and the bottoms of the feet look good too. No peg holes though. And for articulation, you can go out this far, and then in, and then up this far with a couple clicks, and then back this far. Not really that great though. Back this far with the knee, pretty good on that, with a swivel over here and no swivel up there. And for the feet, you get not really that much down and up, not really that much side to side, no peg holes or anything, but I gotta say, mine's defective though. The leg keeps coming out of the socket, and that's really frustrating. Waldorf looks pretty cute in a way. I've always liked his look. It's really nice. He's the sort of nicer one, I guess, out of the two. And the paint is fair on the face. There's a lot of paint around the chin that's kind of distracting and noticeable as not being the same as the rest of the head, I think. The eyes look pretty good too, though the paint is kind of sagging on this one over here. Not that great on that one over there. And the paint is just okay for the mustache. What happened here? And the hair on the back looks nice, similar to Statler, yet I don't know. It's fine and actually is better, I think, in a way, but yeah, the front of the face, ugh. And for articulation, we do get a swivel over here all the way around, pretty much on that, with a little bit of up and down, a little bit of side to side. It's okay. The body is much more portly and stout, but doesn't have that pizzazz of the pinstripes. It's just plain brown and kind of boring to me, honestly. The buttons on this one are painted pretty well, at least, and easier to see than the buttons on Statler. They look nice, and there are cuffs that are painted pretty well. And the tie is painted nicely with the design as well as the collar on there. All in all, pretty good paint on this. And you do get a swivel over here at the waist and a back and forth a little bit, side to side a little bit, mostly just a swivel. And for the arms, you do get out this far and then in this far, then around this far, then a swivel over here and double hinged elbow with a swivel over there and a swivel over here for the hand and in and out. Pretty nice on that. And the same on the other side, but mirrored. He also has these cute Muppet hands. They're a little bit longer though than Statler's. He has these short stubby little legs that kind of match his round physique in a way. They do look nice, but they're not really anything special. I do like how they flare out much better than Statler's though. The joints are pretty noticeable on him though, and the back looks nice ish over here. It's kind of a mess. Just getting rid of that. Yeah, it's fine. And for articulation, you do get out and back and pretty much all the way around with this leg. You get a swivel over here as well as back this far and forward this far for the leg. Whoa! And for the feet, I hope they work better than Statler's. You get up pretty far. There we go. Back pretty far. You do get a swivel as well, and then a pivot and no pegels upon the feet. But man, better articulation for the feet, I gotta say on this. And despite the issues with Statler's legs, they both do stand up pretty well nice next to each other, and they are in scale really nicely. With Statler standing at about, I would say, 4 3/4 inches tall or so, and Waldorf being at about 3 3/4 inches tall or so. Next to the Jakks-Pacific Super Mario and Sonic the Hedgehog in 4-inch and 2.5-inch scales, the Nendoroid Miles Tails Prower, the Jada Toys Mega Man, the Figma Metroid Dread Samus Aran and the Jazzwares Pikachu, the Jakks-Pacific Movie Shadow the Hedgehog, Homer Simpson, Collector's Edition Knuckles, and the Mattel Minecraft Movie Jack Black Steve, the Hasbro Marvel Legends Animated Series Spider-Man, the G.I. Joe Classified Series Snake Eyes, the SH Figuarts Yoshi, and the Lego Bionicle Gift with Purchase Toa-Tahu. But these grumpy old men won't even have a chair in the world right after this. Hello everyone, and thank you so much for watching so far. Make sure to click like, subscribe, share, leave a comment, and hit the bell icon for more creativity. Now let's get back to it. We rarely to barely see what kind of chairs Statler and Waldorf sit in, and it's pretty cool to see them in person. Let's check this out. The back of the chair is pretty ornate. There's plush over here, assumedly with a nice design up top. It's like a mirror almost. The gold looks wonderful over there. The armrests are painted red on the top, but the sides at least, and not on the front. It's kind of weird. I think it should be painted on the front. I don't know, but also these supports are pretty cool here as well. They look good. The plush seat of the chair looks nice. Also, it's almost like a toilet. I don't know why I'm thinking toilet. It's strange to me. And mirroring these supports over here, the legs kind of look similar. They're mostly just pretty ornate and kind of simple with more supports over here. They did a great job on this thing, honestly. I mean, the back support looks like a hinge. How do you not think this is not a toilet, or it could have been? Is that some kind of critique towards their critiques? I don't know. Let me know in the comments below what you think. And all throughout, there's little markings for some reason on this. I'm not sure if it's rust. I'm not sure if it's a paint messed up. It's all over the back, which is probably intentional, but on the sides, I wouldn't know. Overall, this chair is pretty nice. I do like how it looks. Let's check out the other one. Pretty much the same, honestly. Not like, you know, nothing really different. I think the paint is better on the first one I showed than the second, because look at this garbage over here. The paint has been completely stripped off on a few portions of this, and that's because of how it was packaged, which is kind of a bummer. It could have been packaged better, I think, separate from the rest. One chair was packaged outside of the stage, and this one was packaged inside the stage, so I don't know what happened with this, but yeah, it's kind of a bummer and ruins it a bit. The back of the chair has more pronounced markings, which leads me to believe that it's something intentional. I'm not sure what, but is it like bullet holes? I don't know what it is. It's kind of scaring me in a way. Trypophobia, maybe. But yeah, these chairs are nice. Now let's see how they fit their figures in there. And putting Statler and Waldorf in the chairs is pretty simple. Just put them in a sitting position and sit them down, but yeah, something's off. I may have to just squeeze them in like this for Statler and for Waldorf. Oh boy, I don't know how this is gonna work. This is kind of a bummer on this part. So yeah, they don't really sit that well in the chairs, which is probably the worst part about this. Statler sits kind of okay in his chair, at least. Well, poor Waldorf is just struggling over here. I have to like sort of almost break the chair to fit him in, and even then it isn't that great. They could have given us different chairs for the boys. I don't know. But in my estimation, they really did us dirty on Waldorf and did us great on Statler. I mean, yeah, he's my favorite of the two, but really, poor Waldorf. He's like, I don't know, just helpless over there. I think Diamond could have made larger chairs, honestly. You could put different figures in there as well, but yeah, getting these guys into the positions that they're mostly known for should be a no-brainer, and this is a brainer. So for now, yeah, this is it. A little more articulation for Waldorf's head. It would have been nice to just move it down a bit so he could at least look at his compatriot. I don't know, it's a bummer. Moving on from that sort of thing, let's just build this stage, at least, that they came with, because this is kind of the main attraction that you're here for. Just place this piece in here so it just fits in well. Then up top, just place this into these slots back here pretty carefully, and yeah, looks super nice, actually. This little upper box seating that they're always in looks wonderful, and from the back, not really, but from the front, it's kind of gorgeous, and I love it. Starting from the top, we get gold, and also those those weird markings again. I wonder if this is an age thing with this, or paintbrush stroke showing. I don't know, but also this is kind of messed up. That's a bummer. At least mostly around it looks nice, but yeah, having it in the middle be messed up, that's kind of dumb. Really, you should have paid more attention to that diamond. Come on. Adorning the sides, we also have gold pillars as well, with some nice sort of brownish mauvish color leading to a curtain with more mauve brown. This isn't that good back there. The paint could be much better back over here. The curtains look wonderful though. I love how they look. The paint, the sculpt, everything looks really nice. Just beyond is kind of iffy to me. Then moving further down is sort of the just armresty lounge kind of area thing they have over here. I don't know what it is. The sort of stopper from jumping off if a show is too bad. And the paint is pretty good here. Not that great on this part. The adornments are nice. We have those little dots again. I'm not sure what they exactly are. This is pretty cool though, and really wonderful. I don't know what it reminds me of, but it looks pretty nice as well. Feminine in a way. I don't know why, with like hands and I don't know, big lady face with hands. It's a boss fight from a game. I don't know. And continuing over here, we got some more adornments that match the adornments on the other side, and all in all it's painted pretty nice, but really some spots could be painted better. I don't know if it's design or not, it just bugged me. And finally, putting Statler and Waldorf in here is a piece of cake. Just set them in and you're pretty good for some heckling for whatever you want to have them heckle. Yeah, it's nice. And I did pose them a little bit here and it looks pretty nice. I think if you scooch Waldorf as far back into his chair and kind of ignore the laws of physics and how it works, and if you'll break the chair, it's much better. But it's a real shame that this kind of quality control exists here, that they really should be able to say, hey, this chair does not fit the character, we need to start from scratch. But all griping aside, all bad paint and sculpt aside, I think this is a really nice set and it looks super good. Once you pose the characters pretty well and get them in a position you want them to be in, it's fine. And here are Statler and Waldorf next to the chairs, as well as the staging area, with the chairs being at about, I would say, 3 3/4 inches taller so, with the staging area being at about 6 3/4 to 7 inches taller so, and around 7 inches long or so. Can you believe this channel doesn't even have 10,000 subscribers yet? Hey, that isn't that bad. Really? Yeah, it's better than what Muppet Vision 3D is getting now. Overall, everyone's a critic. Statler and Waldorf are an iconic critic pair like Siskel and Ebert, Mike and Jay, and me and nobody. I really love to see these two in plastic form, and they work out pretty well with a couple caveats here and there. Their Muppet forms are excellently transferred into plastic, and yet the articulation still suffers sadly. Statler's leg pops off, and the figures can't even fit into the chairs that they're supposed to be in. The one thing they do, sit down, can't even be portrayed that accurately. That being said though, the seating area around them is wonderful. That balcony box is just really nicely done with a few paint errors here and there. I think it's the best part of the set. So if you're a fan of the Muppets, critics, or the theater, then you'll love these figures. They're pretty good. I would highly recommend getting this only if you're a big fan of the Muppets or these characters, or at least the seating area they come with. But make no mistake, in order to get this set, you're gonna have to cough up some dough. So what part of this set is your favorite? Statler, Waldorf, the chairs, the theater? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching Jesse Hecht Creative. Make sure to click like, subscribe, share, and leave a comment. You can also visit us at jessehechtcreative.com for more reviews like this one. Thank you so much for watching, and keep being creative. Stay tuned.